wanted some pussy. He should have picked the fucking WWE wrestler. That would have hit way better. Oh, let's go.
There we go. I'm not gonna lie. One of the biggest things that put
it's cool, nigga. It's cool. Okay. Yeah, we're back. We're watching Gigguk. It's been a minute since he uploaded. He's uploaded a Cyberpunk video, which is right here on the right. I haven't watched that yet. Maybe if you guys want to see that, I'll watch it. But probably I'll still watch it. But we got Tokyo Ghoul Deserve Better, which it did, bro. It did.
The year is 2014. Flappy Birds.
Yeah, I paused it already. Yeah, what you gonna do about it? Nigga. But what were y'all doing in 2014? I think I was in middle school. Middle school, 100% middle school. Yeah.
The global
I remember that. Because Flappy Bird was a thing.
A bit of cold water over their heads. I'm working for a small little company. No.
Who else did not know the ice bucket challenge was like an actual awareness thing? Who else thought it was just a meme? I thought it was a meme. I thought the ice bucket challenge was a meme. So I told two of my friends to go and do it when we were younger.
Ever heard of called The Big Black Cop? And an anime called Tokyo Ghoul starts airing. This damn thing became inescapable.
What did that?
You'd see that.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. I didn't know. Then again, I didn't know about anime at this time.
Iconic anime openings of all time. Unravel.
I was about to say Unravel.
Weeb smash hit song. This became our national anthem. Come on, don't lie. At one point, I know. She got there. She got there. That raspy, scratchy ass vocal texture the singer has.
She got there. I think we all want to hit that. We all want to hit that.
The anime didn't exactly explode onto the scene. It was one of those shows that wormed its way into anime pop culture within the last 2 years.
No, it had. It's so popular.
Behind Naruto and above Demon Slayer, with the manga comfortably.
Which is fucking crazy to think about, because shit, bro.
Number 5. You've seen me.
People shit on
manga panels for Tokyo Ghoul spread around. Most this one, which you know is
that one.
That famous scene in the manga where I think Ken Kaneki said, "I am the Tokyo Ghoul."
Yeah, there's so much shit like that.
I think it goes on to more after Tokyo Ghoul.
That was fucking. That was amazing. That was amazing. I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
More after that. And seeing all this unfold before my eyes, I always.
Whitehair Kaneki was sexy as fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Tokyo Ghoul. I remember watching
that's a good question.
Thinking, well, this is a decently interesting shonen show, bit edgy, but nothing I'm gonna write home about. Then, like locusts, swaths of manga readers would swarm around me and
it gets better.
Yeah. But did you actually read the manga?
And the manga is better.
And I saw Kaneki's white hair and his fabulous black nails, and I was like, okay, manga readers, whatever you say. Now, isn't that a Jim fan cam should be busy working on right now? I'm just saying, Tokyo.
Well, I read the manga for a lot of shit now because I don't have time to watch anime. Because reading manga is a lot quicker. But I never got the session like, did you read the manga about? Like, I'll say, like, if someone wants to read the manga, like, oh yeah, just read the manga after if there's no more episodes. But I'm not that crazy.
Character that nobody understands, and I take offense to that last line. It's a Jimin fan cam I'm working on, actually. And so 8 years later, way past
shake my fucking head.
Still cared about Tokyo Ghoul, I thought, maybe it's finally the
right time. Tokyo Ghoul is so in the ground.
God damn it. The manga reader.
The manga person. What? That was a fucking amazing ad cut because I actually got blindsided by that. I mean, I'll see y'all in a bit. Hey, here's the link if y'all want to support my boy Gigguk, but not for me. Not for me. All right, we're back. This is the game, by the way, if anyone was curious in the video.
The belly of society is the secret world of ghouls. Carnivorous monsters that may look.
She going crazy on that nigga, eating his ass or some shit.
Except they are stronger, faster, have superhuman abilities, but most importantly, they have a hunger they need to satisfy. One that can be quelled by normal.
Bro, would you want to be a ghoul? Like dead ass. Like would you try to be a ghoul? Cause I ain't dropping pizza, hamburgers, fries, Chick-fil-A. Like I'm not doing that, bro. I don't care.
That is only satisfied.
Humans do not taste that good anyway.
On the flesh.
I wouldn't know.
Ken Kaneki wants pussy.
That is how the show starts. That is how the show starts.
But unfortunately for our boy, before he can start eating the pussy starts eating him. Luckily, he's saved by some falling beans, except both of them get crushed, and to save his life, the doctors thought it would be a great idea to just transplant this random lady's organs into Kaneki.
It's a Kaneki. Why not the other way around? I'm guessing she was like, wait, my bad. She was like too far gone that he can only be saved.
That she was a ghoul.
Why the close up on the
Straight into
titties?
world of
Why the
ghouls
close up on the
as he slowly
titties?
learns to accept that he has become one. On the surface, Tokyo Ghoul
You
is
got
a
to.
series I didn't think would appeal to me, because when I looked at the show, the aesthetics and the fan base, I went,
I think I immediately drawn to Tokyo Ghoul. It was just fun, crazy, and I didn't even know like, oh, the manga's better than like the anime, like all that bullshit. But I mean, I get it now. I read the first Tokyo Ghoul. I haven't read V, but I read the first Tokyo Ghoul, and that manga was gas.
wait a minute. Ghouls are
Damn,
just
they love
reskinned
sucking on each
vampires.
other's.
This is a vampire series. I'll be honest, I'm just not a big fan of vampire shows. Sure, there are definitely some cool ones, but a lot of the times it's just not my
Hellsing.
vibe. Especially the
Hellsing
ones
is
I see that have
crazy.
dark, sexy, broody men.
They always have black hair too. Oh, never mind. Black or white hair. I don't know who that one is. I know that one nigga. That nigga's weird. That nigga's weird, 100%. I'm sorry.
Just reaffirms my preconceptions, because you got to admit, some of these aesthetics radiate. I'm 14 and this is deep end. The type of show with the fan base, you wouldn't be surprised buying a jar of corpse husband's bath.
I mean, a lot of them. I have a friend I think that bought this mask, so I mean, I would
Wait.
wait.
Just like there are two wolves inside of me. One wants to eat, the other wants to eat. Maybe I'm just fucking fat. And at the beginning,
Yeah,
it seemed
no,
like
that's
pretty
fat
much that.
mindset.
Ghouls eat humans, so ghouls equal bad. Kaneki good.
Yeah.
He's fighting against bad ghouls. But when I started to really see what the story was about, was with the introduction
Who's
of the
really
CCG,
bad?
or the organization that was created to hunt ghouls. We get introduced to this guy, and I mean, just fucking look
That
at him.
nigga's
I could
crazy.
put on a red spacesuit and
That
run down the
nigga's
street shouting
crazy.
Among Us, and I would still look less sus than this guy. He shouldn't be let near a playground, let alone a position of authority. So when we see him taking pleasure in murdering a young ghoul's mother, we kind of start to realize, wait,
Not all of them
are
are.
we the baddies?
I don't. Not really. But I get the thought process that just came out of that. Because technically,
Before you
he's
know
still
it,
a ghoul.
different factions start forming on both
But not
the
everyone is
ghoul
a-
and human
not all
side of
ghouls are
things,
bad,
each with
too,
their own
so.
philosophies of the right course of action to take. Tokyo Ghoul crafts this world where the conflict just feels organic. Every single
Damn, she
character
got
has a
wings?
reason they're part of this fight, a part of this war, and it always feels justified no matter how scummy a person they
balls.
may be. Sometimes humans are the monsters, sometimes ghouls are the monsters, a lot of the times both are the monsters, and in between there are a select few just trying to find peace in all this chaos.
Chaz.
Tokyo
Not everyone
Ghoul
wants to
tricks you into thinking
eat.
This is a story of the struggles of ghouls trying to find a way to exist in a world of humans. And then halfway through, it's
It's
like,
both.
psych, bitch! Here's Tokyo Ghoul Re, where we shift.
Yeah, I need to read V, bro. V is just like it gives you. I guess it gives you a whole nother point of view, just because after the ending of the other one.
Things and see the sacrifices humans need to make to protect themselves from the destruction and despair ghouls can bring. You can't blame ghouls for needing to consume the diets they need to survive any more than you can blame humans for defending themselves from being the hunted. In this world, there are no good guys and bad guys, just guys trying to survive in the place they were born in and are willing to fight with their life on the line to protect.
That's fucking crazy.
Every character has their own biases, their own prejudices, and the more you find out about them,
Okay, this music needs to chillax. This is making it like, like I'm about to get into a big fight scene. The villain's about to get defeated type beat.
the way they do, and that's what I feel
Like, goddamn.
makes this series truly shine.
I know it's not the music in
Now,
this.
I fully admit, at the beginning, every time Kaneki opened his mouth, I let out a big sigh and eye roll because it was a bit like.
That's like Deku. That's the same as Deku the first season. Look at him now. That nigga crazy. Nigga going crazy.
But as the series progresses, you see that he's the perfect character to carry you through this story. He's someone who's born as a human that was turned into a ghoul, and as such, acts as the perfect middle ground between the two worlds. Here is someone who sees the twisted, unfair, broken world for what it is, and because of that, he's in a constant internal battle with himself, unable to fully let go of his human side, but unable to fully accept his ghoul side. There are two ghouls inside of him. Sorry, couldn't resist.
Please, not again, not again.
It was to me what made this manga so compelling. Little by little, you get to see the transformation of this naive, young, whiny, annoying brat become a symbol of the two sides he represents. Tokyo Ghoul is Kaneki's story through and through.
That's my nigga.
How it ties in thematically.
That's the only person I like in Tokyo Ghoul, I'm not gonna lie.
By the ending of
And
Red,
Hide's
I could
cool.
absolutely
Well,
see
other than that,
why
I
he
could care
became
less.
one of the most iconic characters in the world of manga. All this just because
Ken Kaneki wants
You wanted some
one thing that
pussy.
stands out is the
Nigga
art
wanted
of
some
Australia. You can see him
pussy.
being starting off a bit rough at the beginning, but as the series goes on, you can really see him coming to his own.
Who the
Not
fuck
only
is
just
that?
in some legendary panels, but just becoming an absolute master. at
Oh,
being able to
yeah.
control a
No,
person's
these panels are
emotions. And
crazy.
this internal
I'll give him
conflict
that.
wouldn't hit nearly
Like,
as
these
hard if the manga wasn't able to so skillfully
Like,
convey
they
the
look
rawness
amazing.
of emotions people can go.
Me personally, if I can't draw, so if I ever made a manga, I would just be like the head, like if it's be written by like me, like it'd be written by Alejandro Kai, but then I would have like someone else in the background like drawing everything for me. So he's still a part of it still though. Like I'll always give him his shout out in his part. I'll be like, yeah, my nigga hit that. Like, didn't hit that panel, bro. Exactly.
I want to show you characters' inner thoughts. You don't just see it, you feel it. One of my favorite moments is when they
Another test.
the concept of each CCG officer having to write a will and testament before they go off on a dangerous operation. Just
I
in
would
case.
too.
And we spent
Yeah,
some time just
smart.
seeing a few people's different
I
approaches.
mean, you got to.
Some send a final message to their family. Some just detail who gets what assets. Then we zoom in on one fresh-faced guy who's having trouble writing his. He seems nervously enthusiastic.
Oh, it's the nigga right there.
That's about to take
The bottom
place,
left.
and so
Oh,
he ponders.
yeah.
And ponders, and eventually writes the message he wants to before we turn the page to see this.
Nothing.
And you
I don't wanna
understand everything you
That hurts. That
need
hurts.
to know about what's going through this man's mind. This is why the manga is held in such high regard, but improperly handled this material, and you can very much easily misconstrue what makes this manga stand out. So, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Edge.
Because the anime, let's just admit it, the anime for the Ghoul is just a shonen battle. I don't see it like it has deep moments, but like they cut out some of the plot and it just don't hit the same. It really don't. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. It don't hit the same. And I don't know who the fuck this it's not a nigga, so this guy is, but I guess we're gonna talk about Edge. I thought he should have picked the fucking WWE wrestler. That would have hit way better.
No, not that one. Not that one
Oh,
either.
let's go!
There we go. I'm not gonna lie, one of the biggest things that put me off Tokyo Ghoul initially is that judging from the anime and the fan base that follows it, it just seems like it's trying a bit too hard to be edgy. I think this
What the
post
fuck
I
did he
found
just
sums
bust?
it perfectly. Why do people think Tokyo Ghoul is an edgy anime? I had to ask.
I mean, it is. It's dark, I would say. I guess edgy and dark go together, I guess, nowadays, but yeah.
After I saw Mother's Basement Tokyo Ghoul video, where he said Tokyo Ghoul was edgy and that he'd rather watch Akame Kill. This triggered flashbacks of how my friends would say only Tumblr, emos, or people who shop at Hot Topic like Tokyo Ghoul. I don't fall into any of these descriptions, but I do use Tumblr sometimes.
I knew this bullshit. I knew this was gonna be some bullshit. I knew this was gonna be some bullshit.
Exactly what the difference is between a story that's dark and adult versus something that's edgy. What makes something?
I guess because there's some stories like that, like the one that we just saw where the kid attacked the adult. That's a dark
like
shit.
Berserk Mature versus something like Akame Kill. Both are filled to the brim with violence, have messed up things happen.
That should never be in the same sentence. Akame got killed and Berserk, like unless you're saying Akame got killed is trash and Berserk is one of the best of all time, they should never be in the same conversation.
Throughout the story, and are full of crazy, larger-than-life characters. But at the end of the day, edginess is just a feeling that you get. Berserk has one of the most engrossing stories in the history of manga.
Facts.
To the characters, a reason for the mad.
I just wonder how it's going right now because I'm not fully caught up. But since rest in peace, the mangaka, like God rest his soul. But like after that, I don't know. I don't know what happens.
A message
to
at the
I
heart
know
of
they're still
the tale that
making
can move
chapters
the toughest of men.
Still
Whereas
making
for shows like Akame Kill, Mirai Nikki, Elfen Lied, you get the feeling that they are trying to be violent and shocking for the sake of being violent and shocking. Watching these give me the same feeling as seeing a teenager trying to seem way cooler than they actually are, but where that boundary lies can differ from person to person, and the line between mature and edgy is something that can be paper thin. Tokyo Ghoul is a series that lives on this line. It was born there.
So it's not either. You wouldn't say it's mature, but it's not edgy. Because I feel like that's how I was agreeing. It's like both. Like it would have edgy moments and mature moments, but then it would have what the fuck? Stupid. They had mature moments and then they have edgy moments.
Artists
so I guess it's in the middle.
Evanescence, bring me back to life. But through his style of
Wake
storytelling,
me up
he should have
inside.
managed to keep his manga ever feeling like it's gone full edge. You know, for the longest time, I saw this panel of Kaneki saying, "I am tragedy," being passed around on the internet, and I was like, oh, cut my life into pieces and give me a plastic fork because this edge is slicing me up. You know, I can't deny, with this aesthetic and style, out of context, this line of dialogue seems to fit perfectly. But it was only after reading the manga did I find out that this is a bloody parody edit. Kaneki doesn't say anything like this.
Oh my god, that would have been so cool. That would have been. It is cool. It is cool, nigga. It's cool, okay?
In the series, but it shows that all it takes is changing a few words, a few lines of dialogue.
Wait, what?
Like this in the
Let me see this. What did he change? Am I not going to see Tokyo again?
Changing a few words.
You up into lesson. See, like,
a few lines of
nigga,
dialogue.
I'm dead inside. I'm dead
For
inside.
Tokyo Ghoul to fall right down there into the depths of Edgewood. I felt that he should have managed to avoid this when I was reading
Maybe that's what happened to me. Some of the panels that I saw is not actually the worst.
manga, but
I don't
in
think
the
about
anime,
that. That's crazy.
that definitely wasn't the case. And to properly portray my points, I got to talk about one of the big early turning points in the manga. So if you haven't seen up to the ending of season 1 in the anime, then I'll be doing a spoilery timestamp on YouTube. So
Yeah.
you can skip ahead. Early on,
I'll give y'all a chance. Y'all can just read the fucking manga and then come back to my video. But other than that, I read it, so I know what's happening.
Kaneki gets kidnapped by a powerful ghoul named Jason, who would put him through a living hell. At the time, Kaneki still very much viewed himself as a human, unable to accept his ghoul side, and it would be this that completely breaks him. For 10 long, grueling days, Jason put Kaneki through some of the most unimaginably horrific torture nobody should have to experience. Body parts were cut off. A centipede was allowed to run rampant inside of Kaneki's ear. His fingers and toes were cut off so many times that his nails turned black from the constant regeneration of his
Oh, that's why. That makes sense.
Slowly turned from black to white from the sheer stress and trauma of the event. First, just a strand, then a patch, then by the end, every single strand was white. His mind was pushed to the
I think that would, but that happened to. I don't think that would happen to normal people, just for the fact that we do not regenerate on their level. But yeah.
And then kept going far beyond that.
What the fuck?
And at the end of it all, we've pushed to the breaking points.
My fucking headset died.
Far beyond that, and at the end of it all, with nothing left to cling on to, no hope left, he turned to this absolutely grotesque panel. See Kaneki
that panel's crazy.
Eyeballs popping out, fingers clawing his face off, as he finally accepts that he is a ghoul. Seeing this panel for the first time, I got such a guttural reaction of a mix of so many different emotions, and it was such a powerful, raw way to show Kaneki completely breaking down and accepting
it's over.
Side.
Yeah.
Now, how did the anime do this? Well, he has a nice friendly chat with Rise before having a little cheeky bite of her, and then for some reason, his hair instantaneously turns white.
See, that's what I'm saying. It feels like a fucking shonen, like that's what I'm saying.
And before he remembers to wipe the sauce off his mouth, we get this.
I am a ghoul.
Now, I'm not saying this is the worst way to adapt it. I'm not even saying that this is a
it's pretty bad. It doesn't hit the same.
Scene overall, but
definitely does not hit the same.
Man, can we even compare?
Definitely does not hit the same.
Scene, my guttural reaction was, "Oh, you better watch out, Jason. Kaneji's in the house." Yes, this is the exact moment Ken Kaneki becomes Heisenberg.
Goddamn right.
It's small shit like this that throws off the nuance of a.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like minor stuff that just changed. It just doesn't make it hit the same, because stuff like that is important, because you're like, it's like one of those moments that you remember as you continue in the series.
You get when you read the manga and shifts it way more into the edgy side. Because yes, having your protagonist spawn white hair and black nails the moment they get a badass, dark, brooding power-up only to have Unravel start playing is edgy as fuck, even if that song is awesome. Even at its best, the Tokyo Ghoul anime never felt like it captured the same visceral emotions contained in the manga. And may I remind you, this was the good adaptation, because woo!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the season 1. I enjoyed season 1 a little bit. Half, I would say, season 2, and after that, we just threw that shit out the window. I watched it just to watch it.
Afterwards. Right after this came the direct sequel that they called Tokyo Ghoul Square Root A, which is just
What the fuck does that even mean?
I like the name. It's kind of cool. It's kind of clean. It's kind of clean.
What idea was this?
I don't know what it means, but it's kind of clean. It's kind of clean.
Somewhere out there, a mathematician is crying right now.
Root A is a reference to and pun on the Algiri Tree organization, which is the focus of the second season. A is simply the first letter of the organization, and the root is a pun on tree root, since it's Algiri. But it might be more accurate than I'm giving it credit for, because it makes about as much sense.
Oh, someone just put it out. Someone.
To call this season a glorified fanfiction would be an insult to fanfictions. Kaneki goes down a completely different path. A glorified fanfiction would be an insult to fanfic.
Nah, you niggas weird. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all niggas weird. Y'all niggas weird. Y'all niggas weird. Y'all niggas weird. Y'all niggas are weird. Y'all niggas
Kaneki
are
goes
weird.
down a completely
Y'all
different
niggas are
path,
weird.
making a completely anime original adaptation. Except somehow
Oh, so it was completely anime too.
Kind of result in the same climatic.
Okay, so that's what I thought. Because when I read it, we got to the same ending. I remember when I read it, but I guess that makes sense.
Since they did this while removing all character motivations and moments from the manga, absolutely nothing anyone does makes sense. This is what would happen if you gave the Tokyo Ghoul manga to Stevie Wonder and asked him to recreate the events he read. By removing the same context, by removing the small character moments, by removing all nuance in the story, not only did the developments not make any fucking sense, but oh boy, get ready to walk down that boulevard.
This makes no sense
we're taking that lonely road.
That literally made no sense to me. I remember watching that and I was like, what the fuck? That nigga alive? Since when?
Right into Edgeville. Tokyo Ghoul is yet another victim of a manga with an anime adaptation that completely squandered everything that made it great.
It's still hella popular, but that's what I'm saying. I agree.
Tried to salvage it, but by that point, it was too late. And even then, I just don't think the studios were good enough to portray the same emotions Ishida was able to etch into his manga. Do I think the manga is a masterpiece?
That's crazy.
Not quite. I think there was a quality dip in the later half of Re, where everything started to feel a bit rushed, and I'm not gonna lie, some of the fight scenes are just really...
That's so weird to fucking... Like, you see after you have to go like boom, 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 like it's weird to have to
hard to follow. What a perfect reason for an anime adaptation. But even though the road to get there was messy, Ishida found a way to give a conclusion to all his characters that left me feeling absolutely satisfied. There is so much more than
I laughed when
the show I originally thought it was, and I'm glad I gave it a chance. Tokyo Ghoul deserved better, and I should have listened to the side of me that ignored my preconceptions earlier. Guys, I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're wrong?
There are two wolves inside of me.
One of these is a Genshin Impact editors, or another one streams Genshin. Oh, the fucking wolves. I was so confused for a second.
That video. Thank you very much this month too.
Alpha 6. Guys video like always. I really liked it because I fucking knew this shit was gonna be a banger, but nah, there's actually a Genshin Impact anime coming out, so I might react to that trailer, but yeah, I mean, see you guys in a bit.